Jai Shri KrsnaGuruji. Hello,
Mm.
Guruji.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna.
Yes, I thought we could speak about the people that come to you that are new and things that they experience. So some of them come with a mindset they already have, preconceived ideas. So some come and they just want spirituality, but they don't want to have any rules. They don't want to do any yoga. They don't want meditation or rituals. So is there any path for a person who really doesn't want to put forth much effort?
Yes, we are actually practicing that path itself. As you see that you are one of our very, very closest devotees, and you yourself have not done any yoga or pranayama or meditation, or you have not done any sadhana the way it is prescribed for others. And yet you have been here for many years now. You have seen that we follow a path which is not at all forcing you to do anything extraordinary. And that is the reason why this path is meant for common people, those who may not have the time in the world, they may not have the inclination also to indulge in any kind of bodily exercises or sit in one place and meditate for hours, because as you know the mind is playing a flutter, I mean, is going all over the place,
Yeah,
and they are not in a position to focus on to anything.
yeah,
Now these are certain things we have to take into consideration when we are going to give them, show them something where they can also be spiritual and need not be so called qualified in other fields. That
yes,
is the idea.
yes. So, is it possible for someone to just kind of live an otherwise normal life? You know, they just enjoy their family and things at home and still be in spiritual?
Yes, you have actually seen it across the world, but it is not identifiable, because when we talk of the Sanatan Dharma or the Bhagavad Dharma, we are talking of some kind of a rites, rituals, practices, books, and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
there are religions in this world who are not at all practicing these kind of activities. See, if you take Christianity or if you take Islam, they are not forcing you to do a meditation or do yogic activities or some kind of an exercise or do something like that. They are saying that there is a scripture, go read the scripture, we are going to teach you the scripture, come to the temple, church, or mosque and practice it over there. And then there are certain things which they have to do. Maybe in Islam, you have to practice 5 times a day the prayers.
yes.
And Christianity, you might have to do Sundays, you might have to go for the mass,
Hmm.
and there are some group activities also, but they are not saying that you have to practice something. And yet in their path it is also mentioned that they can also attain, which we are also trying to attain. And it is possible in all the paths in the world. Even Jainism, for that matter, or for that matter Zoroastrianism or Parsi religion is there, Persian religion is there, or even the other religions in the world which we may not know much about, you will find that it is possible to attain the supreme state. You have seen people in China, Russia, and various other countries, even in the old Iron Curtain countries, as we used to call them, or the communist nations. They may not have God to bow down to. And yet, are they not practicing something which is called the way of life? Our path is called the change my way of life. It is a simple thing. The path which is going to not only give you even a goodness in your life, but will help you attain and achieve the ultimate objective of mankind. It is not necessary that you need to follow some specific kind of activities, like as we said, some exercises, or you have to sit in a particular place for hours. It's not necessary. So I definitely teach those kind of things. Secondly, there is no restriction, whichever religion you might be in, because it's not necessary that you have to follow any religion. There are atheists, there are agnostics, and they are also searching for something or the other. So here we are open to literally everybody, and they are welcome.
It's wonderful. So you don't have to give up the world. You don't have to renounce anything.
Absolutely not. You don't have to give up the world. Have you seen the Christians or the Muslims giving up anything? I don't think so. Even in case of the Hindus today, you can see across the world, they are becoming very prosperous. They are growing in their life. They are attaining different milestones in their life. Yes, the kind of spirituality which is taught to them, like you have to go to temples, you have to pray, you have to do rites and rituals and follow something. Today, most of the people have dropped out of it. See, those who are staying abroad, you've seen these NRI Indians and all, they may hardly visit a temple. They may visit a temple once in a while. Like the Indians today. See, even in my own household, I don't think we visit any temples. We
Uh,
do any rites or regulations we follow. When I got into spiritual, well, I have a different mindset altogether now. But
yeah.
the families associated with me, they are also following what they are supposed to. They are doing their studies. Some of them are working very hard. They are attaining whatever they want to. Nobody is asked to give up their particular lifestyle. You
Yes.
don't have to go to any Himalayas. You don't have to sit for hours at stretch thinking of some mantra or something like that. There's nothing like that. So this is entirely different, voluntary, as well as you don't have to commit to different things like this kind.
Yes. Yes. Well, it kind of seems like over the years that people have become disinterested in spiritual.
They have distanced themselves actually. They have distanced themselves from spiritual because spirituality is more kind of an oppressive thing, like you have to do this or you have to do that.
Mm,
Today's world is looking out for freedom from everything.
yes.
Well, I'll give you something which I wrote today. When we go back in time, there was a man who was staying in a cave. Now, he wanted ease with some things. So, first and foremost, he developed some kind of weapons. See, earlier he would have caught the animals or maybe eaten fruits or whatever by hand.
Mm,
But then he created a pickaxe with which he could fight the animals. Then later on came the wheel. It was convenience for him. Understand, convenience is extremely important to man and some kind of a help from outside. Then we come down to the last century, maybe 2 centuries ago. The Industrial Revolution took place. And in the Industrial Revolution, you will find that there are people who wanted activities, automation in their lives. They wanted to go, say, from one place to the other. Earlier, they would have walked down or taken a horse. Now they are taking vehicles, they are taking motor cars. It becomes easier, faster, and better. So you don't waste your time and your energy. Then you come to this yoga, that current times. In current times, what are we doing? We are using two important things. Person is sitting in front of the computer. Earlier on, just for writing a blog, he would have thought about it, taken the typewriter and written it. And then later on, it was the computers. But today, there is the artificial intelligence. You will find that most of the things that you see around you, whether it is in YouTube or whether it is in a blog spot or any blogging platform, most of the people are using AI. Artificial intelligence is reduce the amount of load that they were carrying earlier. You had to do research, you had to write them in a particular way, you had to ensure that your grammar is correct. So many things were there. Today, what is the point? You already have AI dictating, say, you can do this, you can do this. And you ask for even, just imagine you are asking the AI, can you create a thumbnail for me? Okay, here is the thumbnail. Can you create a title for me? Here is the title. You can imagine that. Well, on one hand, it is like this. On the other hand, you will find autonomous vehicles have come into the picture. Man has started going to Mars and various other places. He will go, definitely. And Today, even wars are fought by drones.
Right. Yes.
Man doesn't have to go there. So, have you seen life has become much more easier? It's
Yeah.
a push of the button. Look at people sitting at home. They're using their phones, to order stuff online. Earlier, we had to go and stand in the queue and do all kinds of things, even to go to the mall. Today, you don't even have to go to the mall. You don't have to buy your vegetables going to the market. Nothing like that. All your milk will come home, your vegetables will come home, whatever. Even if you buy a fridge, also, you can get it at home. So, you will find that man has, I should say, he's become lazy. Hmm? I can't say that because he will say, I've become more efficient. Efficiency has gone up in my life. Today, I don't have to depend on lot of, what my father or my forefathers had to do. Now, in all these cases, you see, we are using this technique, the technique of ease, the technique of getting everything in your fingerprint and just right in your palm, the hand. You can just move your finger around, tap, 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 and you got the thing. So, why not spirituality? Ask yourself this question. Why can't we get God like that also? I mean,
Mm.
those who believe in God. And why can't we become spiritual just with ease? Why
Yeah.
do I have to go through some Himalayas or doing some meditation somewhere? I don't want to. Can somebody do it for me? Or maybe I will do it for myself. But I don't want to do it the way it is being told for me to do. I don't want to go to the market. I don't want to do all these things. I don't even want to meet anybody. You got the point?
Yes.
In the last so many years, you have seen how I have done my satsangs and various other things. I've conducted classes, I have conducted satsangs, I have conducted all kinds of things online only.
Mm.
I don't need people to come here and sit on top of my head and they should be learning something from me. Those days of yore have gone. I mean, earlier there would be a guru sitting over there, all disciples are sitting in front of him and they are singing Om and they are singing all kinds of songs and then praising the guru and sitting. Here it is online. I am only giving you a time where you can sit in front of me, ask me questions, do whatever you want to, and I am reading some scriptures which you can use. Nowhere am I saying that you have to put orange color clothes. You have to wear white color clothes. I myself am not wearing orange color clothes. My guru never told me to do that. He never said that I have to give up on anything. Again, on diets also. The kinds of diets, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, this is not possible, that is not possible. What is that? I mean, today's man who may be staying in some part of the world, maybe he's staying in Brazil, or he's staying in Russia or China or Europe. You think I'm supposed to be monitoring what he eats and what he doesn't eat? That is his life. My job is to change his way of life so that he becomes much more efficient. He is able to achieve his objectives and he can even be spiritual. Even be spiritual. I'm not saying spirituality has to be number one in his life. He can be the best version of himself. He can become the next Elon Musk. I don't care. But do it in a manner where you are attaining literally everything. And even the old scriptures are also saying the same thing. You will find that our stories, when I tell you all stories also in the satsangs, am I not mentioning those things where people don't need to give up any of these things?
Yes.
And that is how we approach spirituality. I think I have given you a full gist of what we can be doing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Guruji. So I know from even personal experience, like having gone into a Catholic church or something, it always feels like everybody knows something that I don't know. So, like in Sanatan Dharma, a lot of things are in Sanskrit. So that can be the reason for me not wanting to come forward because I don't understand.
Do you think I understand Sanskrit? I don't understand a word of Sanskrit. Okay, please understand one thing. Today's language is English. I am speaking English with you.
Yes.
I want to reach out to people. See, in a computer, am I using computer language today?
Mm.
Or do you think I should be using COBOL, Fortran, and those kind of things? I don't need to. Today, it is plug and play, everything is online, and we have to use the latest of the techniques. The ease comes from the latest in the game today. Whatever is the latest. Even if the kids are playing a game, they are playing the latest of the games. See, there was a time very, very long ago where a cricket match in India, we play cricket. And I still remember 5 days the match used to be. 5 days. You start early in the morning and you end in the end of afternoon or something like that. And the player is just playing and playing and playing and playing. I mean, I don't think what he was doing was helping anybody. We were thoroughly bored with it.
Uh,
Now, today, it is a quick thing. In one day, you are finishing match. It could be daytime, it could be nighttime. Simple as that. Today, we don't have to go through the whole rigmarole of so many days. You got the point.
yes.
It has to be quick fixes. Everybody wants that. Everybody is interested in, can I have something faster, faster, faster? So, why not spirituality?
Right.
So, I'll tell you what I have done. I have broken it down into small, small bits. You can do that little bit on your own free time. You don't have to indulge yourself full day thinking about it. No. See, what is the point of being spiritual? There are lots of advantages which we will come to very shortly.
So people are not practicing any daily rituals. So what is it? How do they link it into their daily life? How does spirituality intertwine with everyday life?
See, what we are teaching will free your body, mind, and spirit. Free. The answer is we are so much entangled in the world. It is like, think about it. There is a person going to work. He is so much under stress right from morning, the moment he leaves to work. So when he sits in the car or when he takes his transport, whatever the transport could be, it could be going by train or whatever, he is stressing out the traffic jams that are there and stuff like that. And the moment he lands up in the office, the bosses are already there saying, oh, you have to do this and you have to do that. He's full day in stress, full day in problems, and he cannot get out of it even at the end of the day because he carries the bag home. The baggage is there going with him home. He is not at all paying attention to his personal life, neither his family. He thinks he is working for the family. Remember, I'm talking about a family man. He thinks he is working for the family. He thinks that he has to give his wife or, the spouse has to be given the right kind of stuff. Children have to go to good schools and stuff like that. But understand one thing, everybody is doing the same thing, isn't it? So, what is the difference between a spiritual person and this person? Well, a spiritual person is much more calmer, is able to handle situations much better than the other people. Do you need to do yoga for that? I don't think so. No. It is called knowledge. The knowledge which he is getting, he just needs to use it in his personal life. If he uses the knowledge which is being imparted through the scriptures and various other things, he can just take that knowledge and implement it. He doesn't have to stress the whole day then. He can compartmentalize his life. I am doing this work, I am getting so much paid for it. And he has to be efficient in his job. See, what we are doing is we are always tagging everything to, oh, I get paid so much, so I can only give this much amount of work. And we are always thinking in terms of return on investments. Today's day and age, what is the return on investments? Nothing. I can assure you that he doesn't have to give up anything. He is going to become sharper by the day because he will understand all the ins and outs of whatever that is happening around him. He will have a better relationship with his wife or his spouse. He can have better relationship with his children because the most important part of it all is this. Understand, this man is very difficult to change. You can't change a person who has been living for 40 years of his life or 50 years of his life. Suddenly one fine day, oh, from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to get up at 4 a.m. You don't want to do that. Accept it. What is the ease that we are offering? We are saying you get up at a specific time or do something like this. And then, why are we doing this? We are not doing it so that he becomes much more qualified, but he imparts that to his next generation. We have to create a very beautiful next generation.
Right.
Today's children are very, very advanced in their thinking. They are super fast in their knowledge. They have become much more sophisticated in technology and various other things. There was a time when people would get big, big degrees. Today, nobody cares for degrees. Why should a person care for degree? A 20-year-old may be an expert in some kind of a technology. He can be whatever he wants to. You see the new generation of entrepreneurs that are coming up, the billionaires that you see, they are very young. 18, 20, 22, 24. This is the age. So we are building a generation of supermen kind of a thing. So when we are teaching the fathers and the mothers or the grandfathers and the grandmothers, we are aiming to get that knowledge further up in the chain so that their children, their grandchildren, and their future generations can profit from it. It's all going to fall in place. And the way of life is something which has come way back. That means long, long ago, it was discussed by many, many great sages from the past. These are very intelligent people. So you will find that the king was trained by a Raj Yogi. In India, we had Raj Yogis. They were training the king how to be a good king. Look at Chanakya. Chanakya was a great person. He trained Ashoka as well as Chandragupta Maurya. Look at when we go to China, think on the lines of what did Confucius do over there. If we come to Persia, you will find that Zoroaster did something really fantastic. So you will find that there was Socrates and there were various great people. And they were training the kings and the queens and even the common class of people how to be very good in their job.
Mm.
Today, our need of the hour is that we need very good people. And these people, we can get them when we train them in this way of life method. And that is what we are aiming to do.
So then what is it that the participant in spiritual, what does that person, the aspirant or seeker, what do they gain from spiritual?
Well, the most important thing which we bring to the table is, now let us say, God. Now everybody is searching for God. Like you go to any place. Oh, I want to see God. I want to know what God is about. The scriptures which we are doing, it is telling you are empowered. You are that divinity yourself. Are you capable of doing all these things? Yeah. Are you the child of God that everything you can do? Can you be the best version of yourself? How did Ashok become great? How did Chandragupta Maurya become great? Chandragupta Maurya was from the roadside. He was a simpleton and he was picked up by his master and made into a fighting machine.
Hmm.
So think on those lines. How a common man can also be trained. You see, if you go to China, you have heard of these Shaolin temples and various other things. What are they making? They are making supermen. They are making people who are very, very intelligent. They
Mm.
are also very disciplined in their life. They have to follow a regime in their life, definitely. Because if that is the profession which they are following, then they have to do it. In today's day and age, what is the profession that everybody wants to follow? I want to be in IT, I want to be in biotechnology, I want to be in defense, I want to be in this. Okay, you want to be in banking, you want to be in finance. What are you missing out? Well, there are certain things which we are going to impart to you. We are going to show you the way, the method of attaining that objective. Whereas God is concerned, you are that God. You are going to make yourself stronger and stronger by the day. And there are certain ways of doing it. It is not that there is no God that we are going to pray to. There's definitely a God there. And we will, for all those people who are very much inclined towards spirituality, let us say 100% of their attention is in spiritual. well, they can also get what they want. It's not that, somebody who is, I don't care about spirituality. Okay, they also get it. Even if you don't care for spirituality, it does not matter. But you care for yourself, isn't it? You want to be that superman or super god or whatever that you want to be. So why not? Wow, what stops you today? See, there is a way, there is a thing which we have to do. And some things which are the secret knowledge that will be passed on. Like, say, for example, what is karma? What kind of karmic loops a person gets into? Should we avoid these? What is the way of avoiding it? There are methodologies, and they are not involving any kind of an activity. Like, you don't have to go to some place and sit over there and give money to somebody. No, you practice it yourself, your practice. You do it in your own free time, and you will become good. That's
Yeah.
the idea.
So, how does any small spiritual growth of a parent or a grandparent, how does that, I guess, trickle down to their offspring?
See, children are like sponge. They absorb everything that their parents and their grandparents do. If there is a grandparent sitting at home with a remote looking at the television, you will find the grandchildren are also sitting over there watching the same nonsense which the grandparent is watching.
Mm.
The parents also are there. If the father and the mother are sitting drinking over there, very soon the children will also follow. You understand? This is, they learn by means of looking at something. They just need some figure in front of them who is going to tell them what to do. See, they absorb things very fast. You
Yes.
will find that today's day and age, for me to learn, even the cell phone was tough. Even to learn computers, because during my times, computers were very rare. There were no computers. For us, it is very difficult. But for the younger generation today, super fast. He just, as if he is born to type, as if he is born to dictate things, as if he is capable.
Mm.
How did that happen? He is literally soaking in everything from everywhere.
Yes.
If the parents are using shortcut methods of giving cereals in the morning to eat, you think the children will not be eating cereals all their life? They will. But let us say the parent is making some healthy breakfast in the morning. They get used to that healthy breakfast. Then, even if they are put in some boarding or some such place, they want that healthy breakfast. If they don't want something, okay, let us eat cereals. No, no shortcuts for them. Today's younger generation, which is called the Z, Generation Z, these people are demanding things, demanding things. They can change governments also. Have you not noticed in some countries nearby where they have gone and changed the entire government, the way of living?
Mm.
They have done it. Now, some people may not like it, but these are the old people who may not like it. But the younger generation wants quality, wants to do a lot of things, which translates into with ease, with ease. Think like that. The younger generation wants to play games with ease, so that they can play the games, keep on tick 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 all the time. This is what they want. They are not playing football, are they? During our time, we used to do that. They are not doing that. They don't want that kind of an effort. On the contrary, they will do it on their phone. They can play even the chess on their phone. They can play whatever they want to. See, this is called ease. This is a comfort level. They want comfort level. They want to sit with remotes. They may want something, a food available to them right where they are. Parents, on the other hand, may want to force something else on them, like, oh, you have to take a good rank so that you can join this college and then you can go abroad, you can study. The children are straight away looking at their parents with, I don't care. You may say, oh, they are rebellious. No, 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 no rebellion. They know what they want. At the age of 16, the person knows,
Mm.
I want this. How many people have that idea, Oh, my friend, he started this startup when he was just 17 years old. I also want to do that. Now he's 20, I am 16. I also want to become like the 20-year-old. You got the point? He's looking out for inspiration, constantly is looking for inspiration. And these parents, they are not able to give them when they grow up. But as a youngster, when they were very, very young, they have to provide for a lot of stuff like the iPhones or whatever, all the fancy gadgets and stuff like that. If they provide them, the child can definitely learn a lot. And
Yes.
that is how they can.
So then, since these next generation is already has their own ideas, what is it that previous generations can actually pass on? What legacy can they leave for them?
See, if you think in terms of legacy, we have to create a very healthy world today. What has happened in the last 20, 30, 40 years? There are lots of new diseases that have come and gone. Have you seen them?
Yes.
See, there was a time when AIDS was the big thing. You remember the AIDS thing? There are lots of people who died during that particular thing. Then, in the recent times, there was the coronavirus. The coronavirus came and it destroyed literally half of the world. We were stuck up at home. There were a lot of things going wrong. So, diseases. So, today's young children want to be disease free. This is what they want. Now, you see, today's youngsters, they will definitely point out and say, no plastics, no plastics. We were thinking plastic is the only way, remember? The buckets were plastic, the bags were plastic. Everywhere we went to the market, can I have a plastic bag? Ah, today's younger generation says, no plastic. You see, they have changed. They want to become very, very focused in environment. They want to be focused in technology. They want to be focused in everything that is going around them. But it has to be in an easy way. It cannot be done the hard way because they want to squeeze in a lot of things. They go for treks. You see, in a 16-year-old, he will say, I am going for this trek. I go to climb this mountain. During our time, just to climb a mountain, oh my God, I have to climb this. We used to say like this. I still remember going to some of the holy places which are high up in the mountain. I wish they had a lift over here. You know, it was like that. But today's younger generation, they have the hiking boots, they have all their equipment, and they are ready to jump ahead and go way ahead. This is what has happened. The whole generation has changed. So, what the older generation can do is provide them with all this. See, I used to get my shoe for 100 rupees when I was in school in my 9th and 10th standard. My parents used to find it so tough. Where do you get the 100 rupees from? Today, the youngster will come to you, Dad, I have got this 12,000 rupees worth of shoe. I want to buy it. The parents have no choice. Why do you need that shoe? Oh, I play the game, I play pickleball. So for the pickleball, I need this. For this, I need that. What are you doing? They have no choice because first and foremost, they don't know what they are talking about. Because I really don't know what pickleball is. But the youngster says, oh, I want to play pickleball. Then he will say, Dad, I want to get a higher end processor and I want to get the GPU at this speed. What is the GPU? I don't know. Dad, you don't need to know all these things, okay? Okay. In my case also, just a few months ago, my son says, do you know what a smart hybrid is? I said, what is a smart hybrid? I don't know what you're talking about. But he knows what a smart hybrid is. He's giving me one lengthy story of why I should buy something. They know the back of their hand very well. Very smart fellows. We look like dullards. So what we have to do is we have to just enable them. Money or whatever that they are asking. Okay, you want a car? Take it. You want this? Take it. We don't know how it is driven also. We don't know what things are working. The computers which we are thinking of, our time computers, we want to use our computer for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. But we can't use today even a phone for 2 years. Some funny thing is, every year the Apple company comes up with a new phone. New phone for what? Now it is new, the new. I mean, think about it. I want still that old phone and if possible, maybe the dialing one. But they have the latest. We just have to enable them for that. So the parents, grandparents, they are the enablers. They are the one who facilitate these people.
Mm.
And facilitation is what is needed today for all these people.
If somebody listening, they want to do something to start on this path or on a spiritual path, what can they do to start out?
The first thing is they need to devote at least an hour or 2 hour in a week. We will train them in that manner. See, what we are doing is we are coming up with small, packet size, little bit of one-on-ones and talks and those kind of things. They can join us for that. We are going to expose them to something which they might not have been used to. Nobody is going to tell them that they have to do this or they have to do that. That means there is no kind of an activity and you don't need special equipment or anything like nothing like that. Just listen, listen, listen. We'll just try to transfer knowledge and understanding of a subject which they can use in a better way in their life. And since we are more spiritually inclined people, as you know, I am been teaching spirituality for last so many years, 25 years. How can they learn this in the simplest manner? It has to be done with ease. No, breaking your brains or learning some language or reading some big scriptures. You just have to be at ease. So, if you really want to know, there are various paths in Hinduism. Like in our Sanatan Dharma, we have so many paths. You can't even imagine. There is a Vaishnavism, there is Saktas, there are various other Ganpatyas. These people are specific, you have to do this, you have to do that. There are people who will study the Veds from top to bottom, digoting verses and all that. No, 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 no. No, nothing like that. When people come to me and then I tell them, have you heard of supplements and nootropics and things like Guruji, what are you talking about? Oh, we should be eating this and we should be eating that. Today, if I want to sleep properly, what do I have to take? Magnesium. Of course, this is what you are going to learn. Okay. So simple, small packages. You can just keep on learning them. And tomorrow we will have them in a course. Like, you can do this just 2 hours or 3 hours. I would like them to do it in their own way. But anybody who is very keen on learning more and more and more, they can keep on joining. They can keep on coming, back to whatever they want. The idea is not to force anybody. There is no force. There is no place to come to. I don't even have a space over here. See, where will I teach them? You want to make the best biryani at home? I'll teach you how to make a best biryani also. Yeah, it is not a problem. You got the point. What I mean is that there should be no way you have to say, oh, this cannot be spoken of over here. Oh, you cannot speak of crypto over here. What are you talking about? Today the world is doing crypto. Literally, everybody is in crypto, left, right, and center. People are buying dollars. People are buying all kinds of currencies. They are dabbling across the world in trades. And you think we should be stopping them? I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, this is an easy path for them. Simple, step by step, understanding will come. They can take it from there and go forward. Idea is like that. I don't want to pressurize anybody into becoming some kind of a Babaji, having long hairs and saying, oh, yeah, you have to do this. There's no point. Nobody wants to do that. Today, people are so weak, they are very weak. Actually, they don't want to get into this stuff. Who is going to go hungry for 10 days? Not me. You got the point. Can I do intermittent fasting? Of course, you can do intermittent fasting. Nobody's saying no. But if it affects your health, you better go to the doctor. Hmm? So, idea should be like that. The modern technology, the modern stuff, combined with the ancient knowledge, we are going to make a very, very holistic kind of a package and give it to everybody, because you have to be the king of your own domain. You have to be the master of your own domain. And that is why we want to give this way of life. And that is why we are saying, change my way of life.
Yes, in our conversation today, if I understood correctly, you've said that spirituality is finding that divinity within yourself and then living with that divinity out in the world. So that means presenting yourself in the best way, achieving the best that you can. And then for our descendants, it's to facilitate their better life. Is that accurate?
Yes. See, there are voodoos in this world. There are things like, don't do this, don't do that. You can't wear like this, you can't wear like that. Today you go and see the whole world is become literally free for whatever. See, in olden times, there were lots of people who would go naked thinking that they will meet God. You don't meet God becoming naked. Please remember this. You are not going to meet God just because you have given up your clothes. No. Think on the lines. If that is the way you're going to meet God, then there is something wrong with you. The whole world is naked. Which world? Oh, have you not seen all the animals and the birds and all these? They are naked. Which God are they meeting? They're not going to meet anybody. Oh, I have to put a particular kind of a veshbhusha. I have to wear orange color. Orange color clothes. I don't think an orange color clothes person is ever going to meet God that way. So that God within, we have to ensure that we remove all the layers of ignorance around us person. The idea is we are covered with ignorance. Simple example I'll tell you. When you started to ride a bicycle, you were not aware that you could ride a bicycle, correct?
Yes.
But you learnt it. Same with computers. It's not that you came from your mother's womb and started typing over there. No, you learnt it. You became good at it. So knowledge dawned on you. Today, AI is working on that. We can use AI by writing proper prompts. You understand? So doesn't that require knowledge?
Yes.
The answer is that. So you have to get that. So when you get the knowledge, when you get this understanding, your life is definitely going to become better. You will be removing the layers of ignorance that you have. And when you remove the layers of ignorance, every layer that you peel off is like the onion, every layer that you peel off. It's not that you're going to find some small creature inside saying, I am God. No, there's nobody there inside of you. Okay. Let me make it very clear. You are that God. You are that God and you have to find yourself.
Yes.
The idea is, didn't Buddha find himself? Did he not find himself?
Yes.
Yeah. So finding yourself, becoming the best version of yourself. How to be the best version of yourself? Be the best version, isn't it? And whichever field you want to be, does not matter. So removing these layers is important. Knowledge has to shine from within. Then you become great. You can actually see God then. The God can be seen in everything around you. The idea is that, nothing else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, was there anything else that you'd like to add to what we spoke about today, Guruji?
Oh, one thing that I would like to say is, well, you can join. Everybody can join.
Mm.
The more the merrier. You see, understand one thing, we can get a full viewpoint of the whole world. Nobody says you are excluding. And the most important part of it all is, you can write. You can say email us or you can write to us. We are here to answer you. Today, I don't want to behind an iron curtain or something like that. No, you can't meet me. Of course, I am available on the internet. Please remember this. I have been available for last so many years, but I have never said anything, where please come to me, please come to me. That nothing like that. So
Yes.
it is there. The doors are open on the internet. You can write and be very good in writing, in the sense that don't write something trashy. Okay. I mean, there are naysayers also.
Sure.
But here I want to encourage those people who are very sincere seekers. Those who are sincere, please come and join us. Please be a part of this journey. We are having a community over here. And in that community, we are going to ensure that you also become successful as you go along.
So anyone can join.
Anyone can join. And see, there is no restriction that, oh, I am a woman, can I join? Of course, you can join. Anybody can join. Even if you don't know the language, nowadays you can plug something in your ear and listen to it. There are translations available. So, yeah, you can join.
Very good. Well, thank you so very much, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more, you're invited to check out the Change My Way of Life community. You could use the link to the website below. And if you have questions for Guruji, please put them in the comments. If you have enjoyed this presentation and would like to be informed of new presentations, remember to like, share, and subscribe or follow.